The National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not have specific requirements mandating home runs for structured wiring like Cat5 cable and RJ-45 jacks. However, there are several related code sections and industry standards that could be applicable to your situation. Firstly, Article 800 of the NEC addresses communication systems. This article provides general requirements for communication systems, and importantly, it includes the need for compliance with industry standards. This means that while the NEC itself might not explicitly dictate how Cat5 cables are run, adherence to recognized industry best practices is expected. Secondly, Article 820 of the NEC focuses on telecommunications bonding and grounding. This article requires that telecommunications conductors be properly bonded and grounded. This is crucial for protecting against lightning strikes and other electrical hazards that could damage equipment or pose a safety risk. Regarding electrical outlets, the NEC does have general requirements that apply to their installation. Article 404 covers switch and outlet boxes. This article specifies the locations and types of electrical outlets that are required in various areas of a dwelling unit. However, it doesn't directly address the configuration of data cabling. Additionally, NFPA 70E, which is the standard for electrical safety in the workplace, offers recommendations that are relevant to high-performance networking. This standard suggests that high-performance networking outlets should be installed in all habitable rooms and common areas. While this is a recommendation rather than a strict requirement, it reflects the growing importance of robust network infrastructure in modern buildings. Although the NEC does not explicitly state that all Cat5 outlets must be individually run back to a central location such as a patch panel or telecommunications closet, it is generally considered a good practice in the industry. This home run configuration offers several advantages. Firstly, ease of management. When all cables terminate at a central point, it becomes much simpler to organize, label, and manage the network connections. Secondly, future troubleshooting. A centralized setup makes it significantly easier to diagnose and resolve network issues because all the termination points are readily accessible. Thirdly, improved performance. Home runs can minimize signal degradation and interference, leading to more reliable and higher speed network performance. Given your situation, it's advisable to take the following steps. Firstly, check with your local building inspector. Local building codes can sometimes have specific requirements for structured wiring that go beyond the NEC. Your local building inspector can provide clarity on any such requirements in your area. Secondly, report the issue. If you believe that the current wiring configuration in your condo is not up to code or is limiting your DSL connectivity, you should report the issue to your homeowners association or condominium management. They may be responsible for ensuring that the building's infrastructure meets the required standards. Thirdly, consider professional upgrade. If you are unable to get the issue resolved under warranty or through the homeowners association, you might consider hiring a qualified electrician or network cabling specialist to upgrade the wiring. A professional can assess the situation, recommend the best solution, and ensure that the work is done properly and safely. In summary, while the NEC may not explicitly mandate home runs for Cat5 wiring, related articles and industry best practices strongly suggest this configuration for optimal performance, manageability, and future-proofing. Checking local codes and consulting with professionals can help ensure that your network infrastructure meets both regulatory requirements and your performance needs.